Gemini, welcome to your Christmas and New Year reading. This month I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot, and I also have a card for you which contains your Oracle and Angel guidance for this month and as we go into the new year. So, thank you to those who have subscribed, and if you haven't already done so and you like these videos, then please hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it to be notified of any upcoming videos, as I do hope to be making, or plan to be making, more of these zodiac sign videos as well. If people respond well and it seems that you are enjoying them, that people are enjoying them, then I will continue with them. So let's have a look anyway and see what's coming up for you, dear Gemini, this month and as we go into the new year. Excuse me. Your bottom card is the lovely Queen of Pentacles. So there is someone around you, possibly a mother, sister, female friend, female boss, who it could be a number of people, but it's a female energy, and she represents star signs Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn, so it's a earth energy. So it's someone who is very grounded, and that can be quite a good thing for Gemini at times. So let's have a look at the cards here that you have. You have the Hierophant, the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Fool card, the Nine of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Gemini, Page of Pentacles, and Four of Cups. Right, okay, Gemini, let's have a look then at your cards and see where we're at here. Okay, so quite a few pentacles in your spread. Now, I would say, looking at these cards, Gemini, that you have got itchy feet, okay? I feel there's a sense of restlessness within you, for many of you, this month. And I feel like you want to get away. Now, it could be from something or someone, or simply, you know, your general life needs changing. You know, I feel that you need more from life right now, Gemini. And there is a decision coming up with regard to where you're heading in the new year, okay? So, yeah, there's this sense of wanting to leave certain things behind, especially given the fact that you have this card, the Six of Swords, you know. As you can see here, this lady and her child, or gentleman and child, are sort of sailing off away from things, but you know, even though they have their head down, they are on their way to calmer waters. So you know, it's a card of detachment. So some of you may be feeling mentally detached from those around you this month. You know, maybe all the festivities have become a little overwhelming for you. And although Gemini does tend to be the life and soul of the party, they do like to have the quiet times as well, you know. They are the twins and tend to have, excuse me, the elf has, I think he's been on the gin. Okay. So yeah, they do tend to have that other side to them, where they, You know, as much as they love to party and be in the thick of things, they also like to step back as well. And it really depends on how you're feeling at the time, Gemini, doesn't it, you know? But I do feel there is a sense of detachment here and wanting to break free of certain rules and regulations. With the Hierophant here often relates to rules and the status quo and doing things in a certain way. And Geminis aren't always up for that. You know, it's very hard to hold a Gemini down, and that's what I feel that's been happening for some of you. There's this almost a feeling of oppression with you, or you certainly are feeling that way, and you just need to get away, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically. There's this detachment, and some of you will literally physically be moving away from something as you finish this year, perhaps as you go into the new year. You know, this is breaking free of something. I feel very strongly there is a need for you to be independent, especially right now as you watch this reading. This feeling of, you know, you just want to enjoy life for a while. You know, quality of life is very important to you, and there's this sense of wanting to tap into that wild side of you that for some of you has been kind of a little bit held back. You know, someone or something has held you back. So this is, you're stepping out now into the world as we go through towards Christmas and then New Year. So I feel like there's some adventure coming in for you next year, Gemini. So if you are feeling fed up and bored, or as if life is passing you by, then things are about to change, I feel. For those of you who want it, you know, opportunities will come in and you will be able to enjoy life once again as much as you have done in the past, you know. I feel there may have been some financial constraints as well for some of you that have prevented you from doing the things that you love. But there appears to me to be a period coming up where, you know, it's like you're enjoying the fruits of your labour as well, you know. So it, you know, the Nine of Pentacles is literally about, you know, receiving your just rewards and spending time and focusing on things that bring you joy. And that's the message here. That's what you need this month, okay? I feel it's been a tough year for a lot of Geminis, you know, a very busy year. And lots to do, lots to deal with as well, and just picking up financially also. So it would be good for you to just push that aside for a while, and even if you do have to detach in a sense in order to do that, well, so be it, because, you know, this restlessness won't go away until you make these changes, and those changes are coming in. I feel you already have an idea of where you're going with this, don't you, Gemini? As you go into the new year, you know, I feel some of you are saying, look, I'm fed up with the way things have been. I've been holding, you know, you've been holding on to certain things that perhaps haven't been working. If we look at the Four of Pentacles here, and it's time to just kick into that impulsive side a little bit, Gemini. Okay, you've been playing it safe, and that's quite unusual for you. And as we go through December, some of you may still continue to do so, but this sort of need to explore the world, or to explore and have an adventure of some sort is sort of raging within you, shall I say here. I feel it's just time for you to move forward in a different way, isn't it, and leave things behind you. So this is in a general sense now in with regard to your life. And some of you, I feel, Gemini, may be thinking of travelling somewhere next year, not just on holiday, but perhaps literal travel. For some of you also, I'm sensing a desire to move abroad even, or away from your location. It could be within the same country, but there's just, I get the sense of wanting to move in the new year, you know, a feeling that, you know, where you currently live is not necessarily fulfilling you. And that's obviously not for all of you, because you'll all resonate differently with this. But I just feel that for this strongly for the Gemini energy, okay? And there is an offer coming in for you of some description, and I feel it has a financial link to it as well. It could also mean that you need to study in the new year, or train perhaps for your work or your career. But it's like you're starting something new, and you'll be on the first rung of the ladder next year, shall we say. But it's something that you'll embrace, because Gemini needs to use their brain, their mind. They need to be stimulated, and this will give you that. It will give you the ability to stimulate your mind, learn new skills and that kind of thing. Because here you are sitting there feeling quite fed up with the whole thing, the whole situation around you, bored, quite frankly. You know, there aren't any court cards coming out apart from the Queen of Pentacles. So it's not, so I can't say it's necessarily to do with a relationship as such. But you know, even though the cups have an emotional element, I think this is more to do with you and how you're feeling, your underlying feelings. It's like you're looking at your life right now, and you know, sitting there with your arms folded, and you know, wondering why life is as it is. You know, some of you may be looking at others and wishing that you had a life similar to them. You know, we tend to do this, especially on social media. You know, people post pictures of their wonderful lives, and we sit back and think, oh, well, what about us, you know? It's like some of you are feeling left behind, and as I said, this is creating this sense of urgency within you to just escape, literally escape from something, you know? And it could be for some of you a relationship, of course, but it's more about finding you this month, you know, and as you go into the new year, finding the real you, and you know, your purpose in life and what makes you happy. And you have this lovely Queen of Pentacles here, and I feel for many of you, actually, this lady is coming through from spirit. So this could be a mother, grandmother, auntie, sister. But it's a female energy who has passed over to spirit, and who is watching over you this month and guiding you and helping you in a practical way as well, you know, kind of, you know, making sure that certain things are placed in your way to help you on your road. This woman would have been a very wise lady whilst on earth, okay? And I feel she would realise that you are struggling, and is there to guide you, really by your side here. For others, this will be a lady on earth who is very much around you, very supportive. Could be a mother, grandmother, as I said. And she is someone whose advice would be worth listening to, okay, Gemini? So if you are receiving advice from this lady, take your time to listen, you know. I know you like to do things your way, and that's fine, but this woman has some real knowledge and wisdom to pass on. She's really worth listening to. And she's going to come in, and she's going to be there to talk to. And as I said, for others, it will be someone who has passed to spirit. And, you know, because this resonates differently with everyone, this reading, as I said. So you'll know, Gemini, whether it's a lady in spirit who you were close to, or whether it's a lady on earth. Either way, this support is around you this month. So don't feel you're alone. But I do feel you need this advice right now, and you need this support and guidance, okay? You can't always do everything alone, even though you tend to like to, you know, which is what this card is showing here. And I'm going to shuffle the cards now and put some cards out. I want to look at this decision that you appear to be mulling over. That's on the cards here. Yes, well, for some of you, this may concern a love situation, actually, your decision. Perhaps it's about finding new love for some of you here, because it looks to me as if there is a love opportunity here coming in, or you know, you going in search of love, shall we say. So that may be what this move is about. You know, perhaps you're having this need to travel so that you can meet new people, and that might be where this new love interest steps in the new year. And the Magician card here is saying to you, you know, you're a very clever person. You know, you have you are very talented as well, and basically, if you put your mind to it, you can make anything happen, Gemini. That's what the Magician is saying. You can make anything happen. So don't doubt yourself. And if you want to do this, if you want to step out into the world, travel and have adventures, you can do it. Okay? And as I said, for those of you wanting to find a new love partner, this may be your answer here. Yeah, so that's looking like a very positive move. Whatever it is you're thinking about doing, it looks very positive if you decide to make it. And I want to see now, take a look at the Four of Cups and see how that relates. Why are you feeling so fed up, Gemini? Well, there appears to be someone around you upsetting you here. I feel someone's telling you straight, aren't they? It's really telling you. You can be a straight talker, Gemini. You're an air sign, but there's someone here who's been a little bit unfair with you, a little bit harsh. You know, perhaps could do with you choosing their words a bit better and being a bit more tactful. So whoever this person is, you know, I do feel they don't mean to upset you, but they kind of, they can't help it. You know, it may be that over Christmas time you have this person around you to deal with. I feel they can be a little bit negative at times. You know, we all have at least one person around us or within our family, close friend circle, that tends to say and do the wrong thing, don't we? And they can be a little bit harsh. But this time of year, we often don't have any choice but to deal with them. But you can do that. You know, what's the best way to deal with it? And the cards here say the Seven of Wands. It says, you know, don't let this person get away with it. Basically, be assertive. Not to get into arguments, but be assertive. You know, because perhaps this lady or gentleman needs to be brought down a peg or two, you know, and realise they can't get away with it. So maybe that's why you're distancing yourself as well this month. Maybe this person is really sort of grinding you down. But whoever this is, I don't feel they're right to be saying what they are, and I don't feel they're right to be upsetting you or anyone else for that matter. So as your card was saying, stand your ground and be assertive this month with anyone who is difficult to deal with, you know, and let your voice be heard. Okay, so yeah, so your cards look very good for certainly for adventure, Gemini. Okay, So let's have a look. Thank you, dear elf. Let's have a look at your card for Christmas, Gemini. What a lovely card. Look at Santa there with his prezzies and on his sleigh. And your message, dear Gemini, may all your dreams come true this Christmas and New Year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Okay, let's put that there. And we'll look at your cards now. Okay, your angel for this month is the Angel of Adventure, which is very apt considering your cards that came out, isn't it? How incredible. The cards are magnificent in the way that they work, And here you have your loving angel following you, pushing you forward, daring you to take a chance on life, you know. And yeah, life is short. We need to embrace it and we need to do the things we want to do. And Gemini, they're great at taking those chances normally. But, you know, as I say, the energy seems as if you're feeling restless and you want to break free from this status quo that's confining you. So it is time for adventure, and there's no wonder you have this angel around you this month. And as you go into the new year, and you will feel this sense of relief once you start getting out there and seeing the world for what it is, meeting these new people, meeting a possible potential partner for those of you who are single, and, you know, really putting your talents to use, I feel, as well, Gemini, okay? Especially with this Page of Pentacles coming in next to the Magician. This really is an opportunity of presenting itself. You are a talented person. Those talents are going to be called upon next year, you know. It's about skilling up and making sure, everything is finely tuned as as the year progresses. But the Angel of Adventure, assures you that, opportunity is coming your way and you are going to feel inspired. Take action is your card from the Angel Answers deck. Take action. So there you go. This beautiful angel on this lovely unicorn. Such a magical card. So it is time. It's time to move forward. Take action on your goals, on what you want to do. Perhaps you don't even know what you want to do yet. I just get this feeling that it's time to break away. Tap into that energy that's sort of been put on the back burner for a while, okay? So instead of procrastinating, really go for it in 2019, Gemini, because there's so much coming up for you. You don't need to stay in this situation where you're feeling fed up and stuck. You can pull away. You can let go. You are holding on to certain things here that aren't really making you happy. It could, of course, be somebody that you're holding on to that's not making you happy. Whatever it is, it's time to let go now. And do not be afraid to follow your dreams is your angel wish. So that sort of says it all, doesn't it? Don't be afraid to follow your dreams. What are your dreams, Gemini? What would you like to do with your life? What would you like to achieve? And what would you like to leave behind? Because you're being propelled into action here with your Angel of Adventure. You're being propelled into action. You see? And don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's about opening doors in life, isn't it? And seeing what they bring. Seeing what's behind them. I feel that there's a lot of excitement here as well within these cards, It's sort of like excitement with regard to the unknown. I don't feel that these are necessarily concrete plans that you're making. Just need to get out there and break the mould. And the Star card, another card of hopes and dreams, your little Christmas oracle card here. Hopes and dreams, Gemini. Dreams and wishes coming true for you. It's a beautiful set of cards you have here. And And the Star card also comes in to bring healing. So if you've had any stress, and I do feel you do have your stress, especially mentally, Gemini, you know, take a little break this month if you can. If you do need to detach, then fine, you know that, you know what you need. But realise that there's a lot to embrace as the new year comes up, and don't be afraid. Just let go of what's not working and go for it, basically. And that is your reading for Christmas and as we go into the new year. And if you'd like to order a reading from me, you can do so via my link, which is beneath this video. And I'd like to wish you a lovely Christmas and Happy New Year.